Hello Libra, welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. If Libra is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your tarot card reading. Remember to hit the like button, leave a comment, consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. If there is anything you would like me to pray over, or meditate upon, or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is going to be a general reading for August 2024, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And remember, Libra, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And the Nine of Cups. We've been getting the Nine of Cups a lot lately, and this is the best way to begin anything. It's the best way to begin or end a tarot reading. It's the card of happiness. It's the card of you pursuing your happiness, following your bliss, right? And I think this is really where your life's focus is, okay? I think you're somebody who is, right now you seem very optimistic, right? There's a sense of cheerfulness about you. Now, you're not always cheerful, right? But I think right now, it feels like a hopeful time, you know? It feels like dreams are really possible right now, okay? Maybe it's the weather, maybe there's some good things going on, but I feel as if you know what you want. You're somebody with kind of a clear idea of how to make your life the absolute best, right? How to really make your life as significant, as meaningful, as deep, as connected, as rich as possible, okay? This card is all about superabundance. Physical, financial, mental, emotional, spiritual, creative, fulfillment, abundance, satisfaction, right? Superabundance. This is the dream that keeps on dreaming. It's the happiness that keeps on happening. This is stunning energy. I feel like you're somebody who writes a lot. You know, I feel like you keep a journal or a diary, or maybe it's a gratitude journal. I kind of feel that even with this card kind of brings out that just being thankful for everything that we've got. Being thankful for the opportunity to really pursue our interests, our happiness, the things that bring us depth and meaning and pleasure and richness, right, in our lives. I think right now you've got a lot of good people around you. I feel like you're very connected with your people. I think it's really a time where you're sort of focusing on friends and family more. You know, really trying to spend time with people and connect with people and really make some good memories. Yeah, feels really good. Let's see what we're doing with this energy. 4 of Wands, the card of completion. It feels, this is a Venus in Aries energy. I kind of feel that you are, you're at the same time, you're making a lot of plans with your friends and family, but I also feel as if you are finishing up some sort of, I don't know, a project, something around the house. It feels like you're finishing either painting a wall or putting art somewhere, or maybe finishing the art that's going to go on the wall. I feel as if you're completing some sort of project around the house. And it's not a practical, you're not fixing something, you're doing something to beautify your life, right? I feel like it's around the house. It could be on your person, I guess. But I feel as if there's something that's being accomplished here, the finishing touches on something. Maybe you're redecorating, maybe you're reupholstering something, maybe you are, you're finishing a certain room that you've been decorating in a certain style or something like that, right? Because I feel like it's something aimed at beauty. It's aimed at more sort of enjoyment and satisfaction. It doesn't necessarily have a very practical function to it, you know? And I also feel, like I said, that you're making more plans with your friends and family. Like you're looking to kind of lock in maybe some sort of vacation, maybe I guess it could be a business thing, but it feels like travel in some way. It feels like you're going to be staying at a hotel pretty soon, okay? And I feel that this card's kind of the quest. This is your objective. This is your kind of battle in the moment. And I think that if we look at it that way, it is your task right now to finish up that room that you're redecorating. Yeah, to make sure that you're satisfied with the way it looks, the way it feels, right? It's something for beauty's sake, okay? So your work right now is to finish up this thing that you're working on, and also to lock in those plans that you're maybe in the middle of making for the travel, for the, I don't know if it's a vacation, for whatever the hotel thing is, right? Get it booked, okay? That's your work for this month. I think this is what we're really trying to accomplish. Now you've got a Queen of Pentacles underneath everything. And this is another wonderful card. So far, we've got a very, very powerful reading. The Queen of Pentacles is looking at the past. Okay? The Queen of Pentacles is somebody who understands the long and winding road. See the long winding road back there? You have to understand where you've been to understand where you are and where you're going. You're somebody that really can distill the wisdom and understanding and the appreciation from the past in order to appreciate the present and also to plan and anticipate the future a little bit. But there's a secret in this card, because we don't want to take the past, we don't want to look at the past and say, okay, that's everything that happened to me before, so obviously that's going to happen to me again, right? We don't want to project the past onto the future and to assume that everything's going to just continue happening the same way it's been happening, you know. What you're trying to do is distill the essence from the past. What was the real meaning of the past? What was the long and winding road that you took to get here? Because that'll help you appreciate here and now. And it'll also give you some clues as to how best prepare for that unknown path in front of you. Okay, maybe we'll get the Knight of Pentacles too, which is kind of the other end of this card, looking then at the future instead of at the past. So I feel that you're in a mode right now where you're very much connected with your past. Let's see what's back there. Well, there's a Knight, but it's a Knight of Wands. It could be referring to an Aries person in your life. It could be referring to an older male energy, maybe a father figure. I'm getting an L name for somebody in your life. I don't know the L connection. And there was something with elephants in that person. Elephant, it's a theme here, right? But I feel that this is also very impulsive energy. Okay, this is impulsive, but in the very best way, because it's a trust in yourself. You know, the horse and the rider have to become one being, right? You know, you think of somebody who's literally riding a horse, right? It's kind of it's a mind meld a little bit, right? The horse has to trust the rider the horse, and you become one. Now, I've never ridden a horse, but my daughter's learning how. There's a mutual trust, right? And we sort of let the horse do its thing, and we kind of guide the horse. The horse trusts us, you know, that we're guiding it properly. And it really is a conscious versus the unconscious working together. You know, it's kind of mind and body, you know, or our human soul and our kind of divine, the divine light, right? The divine energy. Higher conscious, lower consciousness, whatever you want to call it. Working together. And having the ability to trust ourselves, trust our being, trust our bodies, our minds, our hearts, whatever, to sort of lead us, to sort of carry us where we are supposed to go. Okay. So I think a lot of this kind of past assessment that you're doing, a lot of this long and winding road that you are kind of distilling that wisdom from, I think it very much has to do with those moments in your life where you really trusted yourself. Those moments where you abandon yourself to yourself, right? And you let yourself be carried away by yourself. Or you trusted your instinct, right? Or you trusted your body, or the mind and the heart were working together, whatever. However you want to look at that kind of duality, right? But these are those moments where you really trusted yourself, and it was such a, to me it feels like such power. right? That this is where you had all those big accomplishments in your life, those really big moments of your life, those peak experiences, those moments of novelty or of accomplishment, right? The memories that really stick out to you are moments where you fully, abandoned yourself to yourself and trusted that energy. And it didn't fail you, right? And I think those are the memories that really stick out to you, those peak kind of experiences, okay? And it may have some association to do with that older male energy or the Aries person, or maybe the father figure type person, okay? Maybe have to do with elephants too, I don't know. But I think those are the moments that are trying to really present themselves to you. Those are the things you're thinking about. Those times in your life where you didn't second guess yourself, you didn't doubt yourself, you just let it go. And it was such a powerful experience to you. And I think those were the moments where you sort of leveled up your life, where you hit those major achievements or accomplishments, or you made the most progress, or you overcame the most. You know what I mean? There's just so much progress in those moments, right? Because of that combined, trusting energy. Because sometimes the horse can run off with the rider, and we can get carried away with something impulsively, overly enthusiastic. We can just be seriously whisked away by the horse here, and our conscious mind is kind of fumbling for the reins and scared and nervous and doesn't know what to do. Those are not those moments, right? This is the moment where the horse is charging full speed ahead, and you, the conscious mind, holding the reins confidently, leaning into it, becoming one with that rush of energy. It's any of these situations, if you are riding a horse or something, and the horse, let's say, is galloping at full speed, if your conscious mind, if you're not confident and steady and really, together with that energy, something's going to go wrong. It's like anything. It's like riding a bike. As soon as you start thinking too much or you get a little bit too nervous, you're going to fall over. But if you're in it, if you're together with that force, it is a rush of power. And in those moments, it feels like you can do anything, and you can. And I think that's kind of why your mind is kind of going back to those moments in your life, okay? Because what you're trying to you're trying to consciously invoke that sort of power in your life, that sort of dominion. This is the Two of Wands. This is the card of dominion. This is the card of power, really. This is the power for you to do these things in life that you want to do. This is the power for you to create your best life, for you to live the dream, for you to make your life more satisfying, more fulfilling, to add to the depth and richness of your life in the way that is pleasing to you, right? That Four of Wands. And that, I think, is your task right now, is to have the power. See, this is interesting too, because we're talking about the Aries energy, right? This card is the Aries power card. Represents the sign of Aries, that cardinal fire energy. The Four of Wands, is Venus in Aries. So your sense of aesthetic, right? Your vibe. And then, of course, the Two of Wands is Mars in Aries. So this is really, there's a big connection with the Aries energy for you. Obviously, Aries is your opposite sign, right? If you look on the wheel of the zodiac, Libra, your direct opposite is Aries. So this is really about you taking your power to build your life in the way that is appealing and pleasing to you, to your sense of aesthetic, to what's going to make you happy and fulfill you. Add to your depth and richness. That's why you're putting your art on the wall. The room that you're decorating is because you like that. You want it to look that way. It makes you feel something when you walk into it. Maybe this is just a bathroom, a closet even. Maybe this is just a little corner. Maybe it's you setting up an altar. Maybe this is you redoing your whole house. Maybe this is you just adding some style to your car or something like that, right? It's taking the power to create your life in a way that is appealing to you, not just visually, right? It's a whole vibe, right? And this is the card of power. This is the card really of you trying to invoke consciously this power to do things for you to arrange your life, to mold your life, to perhaps renovate or to refurbish, your life in a way that is more pleasing to you. Physically, financially, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, creatively. Remember that 9 of Cups, right? So I wonder if maybe there is some sort of obstacle to that for you. If there's something opposing your invocation of this powerful Aries energy. Okay, and I encourage you to go watch the Aries reading that we just did for the month of August. Let's see what's in the future position here for you. And it's your Libra power card. Look at that. Got to ring the bell. This is probably the most powerful reading ever. Okay, there's nothing really in your way here. You're consciously invoking that opposite side of you, and Libra, this is really representing your integration. This is you representing not just that one side of you that kind of wants to compromise, wants to get along, is willing to concede, is willing to give people the slack in the room, and you have a desire to make friends. Like I said, you're very focused on friends and family right now. Maybe not in the way that I originally thought. I don't think you're trying to please everybody. I think you're focused on your family and friends, but in a way where you kind of have some say in things. Like you're making the decisions. You're saying, we're going to go on that vacation. We're going to book the hotel room now. Your family, you're saying, we're redoing this living room. I don't like these couches anymore. We're doing something different. And that's just the example. I feel like this is more of a subtle thing, more of an emotional thing than it is necessarily about the furniture. Okay. But you're trying to balance both sides of your soul, right? Both sides of the zodiac, the Libra and the Aries sides of things. And the Libra, I think, is the side that's really trying to get along, trying to make connections, trying to, I'm willing to compromise and sacrifice some things so that we can, for the sake of the relationship, I want everything to be balanced and fair. Let's make it. And then there's that Aries part that is a little bit more about self. Okay? A little bit more selfish. There's nothing wrong with selfish energy. We have to sometimes put ourselves first. It doesn't mean that you're putting everybody else last. I think what it really is saying, especially with this Libra card, is that things have not been so fair to you in life. Not because there's anything wrong with life, or wrong with other people, or wrong with you. Just a matter of you having to invoke your opposite sign a little bit, which is that opposite sign is kind of the alter ego. It's kind of the unconscious drive and desire in you, rather than who you are kind of in a conscious way. I guess it depends on what your Libra really is. If it's your sun sign, or if it's your moon, maybe it's your rising sign. I think you're trying to establish more fairness and even more compromise in your interpersonal relationships, but one that brings your desires a little bit higher in the list of priorities. Okay? So you're really invoking your power here, but we're still striving for balance. Yeah. We're still striving for healthy interpersonal relationships. Let's select the mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. This is a random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. This is the factor infinite and unknown, and it's going to go right over here. And we're going to put Tiny Bob Ross right on top. We're not going to look at that card until the very end, but it will tie everything together and it will give us our confirmation. If you have a prediction for the card, put it in the comments. If you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, please do. It is totally free. It supports the channel, right? This channel is supported by viewers like you, and I really appreciate all of you. A little announcement, we do have an official Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok account. You have to follow the link in the video description. There are so many scams out there. Okay, I don't have any content posted there yet. Hopefully in a couple days I'll get some stuff uploaded. But follow the links in the video description. That way you know it's me. That way you know that it's the official page. Okay. Anyway, let's look at the general energy. Now we've got transformation. We've got the death card. In a way, I kind of feel as if you are learning more and more about these moments in your life where you really felt this kind of creative power. You felt that kind of almost an authority on your life, where you really felt that Aries energy. You felt that power and that creative energy. And looking for more ways to invoke that, to have a say in your evolution, to be able to be a co-creator with the universe. You know, this is the death card. It's not about death. It's about life, right? It's about growth. It's about rebirth. This is a card that is talking about a slow and gradual change, an evolution, a transformation. It's not just one day suddenly I'm different. No, this is about how we are, again, using the past to appreciate the present and make decisions and choices in the present, to have a bit of an influence in the way we are evolving as spiritual human beings, or human spiritual beings, whatever you want to say. So we're trying to nudge the river a little bit. Where this is the card of change. This is the fundamental force of the universe. If it ever feels as if things are staying the same, we need to start changing some things. Okay? If it feels like things are changing too much, sometimes we've got to stabilize things and kind of lock things in, which is part of the Four of Wands too, right? Locking that thing in, especially if it's that trip, that hotel room or whatever. Book it, right? Lock it in. As a way to kind of participate in the way things are changing. The more decisions we make, the more we are kind of consciously navigating the course of our evolution, right? That we're present in the moment, in this eternal moment of change, right? Change is taking place right now as we sit here. And if you're really quiet, really still, you can feel it in your body. You can feel the little tingle. Maybe it's my neuropathy, I don't know. But you can feel the tingle in your body, right, of your being, constantly changing. Cells are dying and being rebuilt every second in our physical being, right? Creation, change, life and death, birth, rebirth, it's an ever-present moment. It's happening always, right here, right now. So every decision we make, every time that we kind of invoke our power and we strive for a conscious interaction with life, one that will bring us more love and meaning and depth and satisfaction and fulfillment, one that will bring us, again, closer with our friends, family, our pets, our plants, our people, right? Then we are living in that ever-present moment of evolution, of change, of growth, of transformation, of whatever you want to call it, of rebirth, right? Of life itself. So I feel like this is your energy now, and I think that this really does project us into the future, because again, this is the card of kind of long, gradual change. This is kind of this is the slow, gradual change that is punctuated by these sort of tower moments. And since we do have a lot of the Aries and a lot of the Mars energy here, kind of suggests a tower, right? So the Death card is slow, gradual change. The towers are those peak experiences of novelty. It's kind of like change is going like this, and then we've got tower moment, tower moment, tower moment. Those are the breakthroughs. Those are the moments here where I feel like you really felt as if, wow, like I'm really alive in this moment. You know, that was just a rush. And I think it's when you do something courageous and brave and you're present and you're trusting yourself and you're moving forward with that power that you're the ultimate alchemist, right? I mean, you're assisting nature in this process of transformation and continuous growth and evolution. Yeah. Well, let's see what is in the environment position, a Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles, more martial energy. It really is a very powerful reading. More martial energy. This is the card of work. This is the card of works. This is the idea that you have a lot of opinions, you have a strong sense of aesthetic. You have you have an appreciation for art. You have appreciation, and it does. I mean, it feels. I say art, but I don't even know if it really is that. With this, you have a lot of. Well, if we're renovating the house, right? You've got a lot of good ideas, right? And maybe nobody has really asked you. Maybe nobody really has consulted you before. Maybe it's never been something that you've really spoken up and says, no, I want to do it this way. I want a beach theme over here or whatever, right? I want some horses or something. I feel like you've got a lot of good ideas. I feel like there's just such great potential that you see in everything, in every situation, every moment has such potential for Nine of Cups, right? For satisfaction, either physically, financially, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, creatively, whatever realm. You can see the potential, and maybe this is talking more physical, financial, or in terms of the furniture, that you really have this ability to look at a room and just see how everything might line up. You can see the potential in every situation, how to optimize something to be just as good as it could be, And now it's really a matter of you voicing that, using this Aries energy to step up and do it. And take the command, take charge, and invoke your power and say, we're doing it. That's the hotel we're going to stay at. I'm booking it, And that's really the Four of Wands, that we're taking the Three of Pentacles, the potential in all of this material, and you're getting it done. Okay? And that's why this is your task right now, is to invoke that power of yours to really get it done. Maybe the Libra energy here with the adjustment card is kind of a little bit indecision, a little bit, well, I don't know if I like that one, but I like that one. I don't know which one to choose. Choose one, right? Lock it in. That's the work for you this month, really, is to make a decision on any of those areas of life where you're still kind of indecisive, all right? What is the obstacle here? Probably some more air energy. Yes, it is the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is some Gemini-style energy, which in a way, very similar to the Libra energy. This is, in your case here, the difficulty, I think, is for you to cut off the intellectual energy, saying, well, that hotel's got the better swimming pool, but that hotel has the continental breakfast. Maybe there's a third option. Maybe there's one that's got both the pool and the breakfast, right? That'd be perfect. But this is the card of us trying to cut off the intellectual weighing of facts and data, and that this is really just kind of a way to just feel it, just trust yourself. If you feel, for whatever reason, drawn to one over the other, follow that feeling and don't let your mind then say, well, that one, it's a few miles further down the road, or, this one maybe is a couple extra dollars, or that one's got free cancellation too. And so there's always going to be these kinds of facts, to interfere with our decision making. This is the card that's saying the problem for you is to kind of cut the head off, right? To just say, there's always facts, there's always reasons for and against everything in life. I'm just going to feel it through, okay? Just going to feel it through. And the outcome card here is the Fool. Look at that. The Fool is kind of going to the extreme of cutting the head off, right? Because the Fool is zero. The Fool is pure air. It's an airhead. It's a windbag, right? There's just folly. It's no perception of facts and data at all. It's no consideration. The Fool doesn't weigh anything. Fool is zero gravity, right? But this is the idea. This is the idea of freedom. This is the idea for you of being able to not interfere with your own sort of path, to not overthink things, to be able to just make decisions. And really the Fool, we think the Fool is just some kind of bumbling idiot, right, that just stumbles into one thing after the other and gets themselves into all sorts of trouble, right? We think of that motif in many books and movies and TV shows. But really the Fool is the Holy Spirit. The Fool is the one that is guided by the divine energy. It may appear to be folly, but it's wisdom. It's being led by whatever that force is, the wind behind them guiding you, right? Guiding you into the various decisions and avenues of your life, right? And it really does connect back with this Aries energy, because I think that and you're trying to understand, see, part of the Queen of Pentacles, trying to understand what it was about these moments that made them so powerful or productive, made them feel so good, or that, launched you into so much big leaps. This is like life is in leaps and bounds here. And really what that is your ability to free yourself, one, from overthinking, free yourself from indecision. But it's the freedom of just being in your power. By being led by that power, it really, I think, is going to open up so many new opportunities for you. This Fool energy this card's really about having fun, about doing the things. The Fool is it's almost an energy that doesn't know the word no, or can't even, right? It's always up for a new adventure. And I think that this, your ability now to tie up these loose ends, again, this is like finish doing the bathroom, or finish the car, finish that painting you were working on, book that hotel, get those things done, right? And in some ways that frees you up to do more things, to find more things for you to decide. Yeah. This is really powerful, powerful energy. Let's look at the mystery card and see what the confirmation is here. I believe it'll be some sort of power. Maybe we'll get what would be really, really cool, in fact, because we have so much Aries energy and we've got the Libra power card, right? The adjustment card. What if this was the Emperor? The Aries power card, right? I don't know. If you have a prediction, put it in the comments. If this was Vegas, we'd be betting on this. I'm not a gambling person, though. So let's see what we've got. Look at that. That's beautiful. That is the perfect confirmation. Now we've got the Aries energy and the Libra energy that you are fully, it's a full kind of individuation, right? You're taking all aspects of yourself and you're creating one whole spiritual being. And really, you become the Fool. You become somebody who is just guided by the divine. And it feels almost as if you're just being kind of pushed into your future, pushed into various aspects, various corners and alleyways and detours, and that you're just being sort of guided in life. It's almost as if, we're kind of invoking this powerful energy again. But not in a way that's like our mind is saying, oh, I don't know if I like this. It's kind of like if I'm on a roller coaster, I'm holding on for dear life and I'm trying to fight against the roller coaster, For instance, let's use the motorcycle as an analogy. I've ridden a bike a couple times. But on a motorcycle, when you're taking corners, you've got to lean with it. If the bike's going this way and you're kind of scared and pulling back the other way, that's it. You're done, right? So the idea here is that you're moving ahead with such power, and we're trusting in that power. It's the Aries and the Libra energy combined, and you're on that bike and you're leaning into the turns. You're not trying to fight it, You're leaning into that power. So perfect confirmation. And this is you taking this power, taking this authority in your life and moving your life in your direction. Well, really, spirit, divine, it's your higher self, right? Moving it in the right direction. Yeah. Against whatever opposition might be in your life right now. Perfect. Love this. We're going to do an extended if you want to stick around. Link up top, link down below. New readings for Libra every Wednesday and bonus readings on Saturday. Be sure to watch both. Okay. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. If you have already subscribed, please check to make sure you're still subscribed. There have been reports of people being mysteriously unsubbed from their favorite tarot channels. Okay. Leave a comment. Let me know where in the world you're watching from. I want you to know that you're the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you and I love you. And we're all in this together.